Hi, my name is William Dunleavy, and I'm going to be briefly talking about my employment experience with Brown Armstrong CPAs as a staff accountant. So, a little about me. I am a business administration major in the option of accounting here at Fresno State. I am graduating this semester, so I'm very much so looking forward to that. I was originally a computer science major, but I decided to change my mind because I wanted to be in a more financial role within a business.
Alrighty, so I joined Brown Armstrong CPAs earlier this February, so I've been there for around 10 months now. And I joined a public accounting firm mainly because they're ideal for entry level accounting students for a couple of reasons. Number one, they offered great experience in diverse accounting roles. Also, they help you meet a lot of the CPA certification requirements, such as the 1 year of general accounting experience that you need. Also, helps you meet the 500 attestation hours that you need to become certified. Also, a lot of firms will directly help you through the CPA certification process, such as financially. Some firms will pay for your study materials for the exams, as well as pay for the exam itself. And some firms will even give bonuses once the person becomes certified. Also, at Brown Armstrong, we have CPA study groups where a bunch of CPA candidates will get together and study for the exam. Brown Armstrong CPAs offer lots of firm services. We mainly offer different kinds of assurance services. First off is our audit services. So, audits are the examination of financial statements and accounts by an independent source. So, in this case, we would be the independent source examining another entity's financial statements. Now, the majority of our clients are government entities, followed by nonprofit entities. For examples, counties, water districts, and retirement associations. The second assurance service that we offer are reviews, where they're similar to an audit, but much smaller. So it's another examination of financial statements by an independent source. So usually on a review, we only have one or two people working on them, maybe sometimes three, where an audit can have 5 to 10 to more employees working on it at a time. And with our review services, from what I've seen, are majority for-profit entities. Outside of assurance services, we also provide tax services for all kinds of entities, whether it's an individual, partnerships, S corporations, or C corporations. We do return preparation and filing for all of them, as well as tax planning for specific entities. As far as other services that Brown Armstrong offers, are compilations where financial statements are compiled and then are prepared and presented with a report at the end. And a financial state preparation is the same thing, just without the report. And we also provide bookkeeping services for select clients as well. At Brown Armstrong, my responsibilities primarily are tax services. So when I started back in February, I was working with corporate tax preparation as well as partnership tax preparation. And then once those deadlines had passed, I moved into individual tax preparation. And for the remainder of the year, I've been doing a lot of tax planning for some of the bigger corporate entities that we work with. I've also worked on a few reviews as well as compilations, and compilations by far are my favorite thing to work on. I've also worked on a lot of bookkeeping for a specific entity, and that's also really enjoyable as it's taught me a lot more about accounting fundamentals. So my learning experiences at Brown and Armstrong are pretty extensive. And the first one is that we are always learning. It became pretty evident that not every accountant is going to know everything. If anything, no accountant knows every aspect of accounting, and that's just fine. Some accountants know more about a specific accounting type than others, and so it really opens up that professional world where everyone's asking questions and working together. There's kind of the common joke within the firm and from accountants outside of the firm that I've heard where you always feel stupid, which isn't necessarily true, of course, but you're always going to have questions. There's always going to be questions to be asked. Also, everyone is human. Mistakes will be made, and that's perfectly okay as long as they're addressed. Also, working for Brown Armstrong, my understanding of the fundamentals of accounting have increased immensely, and working hands-on with the numbers has really been a huge benefit towards my understanding. Also, I've learned that if teamwork is a strong suit for you, then audit work is pretty enjoyable. However, I've learned that I am much better working with a smaller group or by myself, so I have focused more on tax work and some smaller assurance projects. Also, I've learned that procrastination does not work in the professional world. Organization is key, so you have to really schedule your time and stay organized with it. And finally, communication is key in a successful work environment. Communicating with your fellow staff accountants or especially with the managers and everything, letting everyone know where you're at, writing notes is very important. So communication is definitely key. And that is my presentation on my employment experience at Brown Armstrong CPA. Thank you.